Are we live now? Actually live now. Are we live now? I guess we're live now, right? So let me find out whether or not we are live. I think we are. We are live now. We are going to be live. No, rather, we are live now. Sorry. Uh, maybe having some latency issue. All right, if you're on YouTube, sorry, if you're on the right platform, please. I want to anyone from right platform, please comment. I'm here. It's not a scheduled live though, but on the right platform, please. All right, so we want to review the analysis we made last time. That was two analyses, right? One yesterday in the morning and one later at night. It was a continuation though, because the one we did we were working on in the morning, okay, I can see you on the right platform. I'm here, bro. Yeah, welcome. And those on TikTok, welcome too. And so we are just going to review the analysis we made. Tomorrow is Friday. I don't know if there will be time for me to, maybe in the morning, Sha. I might be. Yeah, I can see you from, is it Shomgili or so? Say hi. I hope you are doing fine. Also, those on TikTok, I hope you are doing well too. I hope you can hear me loud and clear. Please, if you can hear me, just type loud and clear. If you can hear me well, please type loud and clear. Loud and clear. Hearing me clearly. I'm waiting to hear loud and clear so that I know that we are here together and you can hear me. Nobody have typed loud and clear. So I'm wondering if you are not hearing me. Yeah, I can see you. Zebra Kofi or something. Yeah, loud and clear. Okay, I see another loud and clear on TikTok. What about those people? Okay, I can see. Okay, okay, okay. Those from the red platform too. I can hear. I can see loud and clear too. That means everyone is can hear me. All right. So let's fire on them. Fire on them. So we want to look at the analysis we made last time. For those that were here, maybe you are not here, but we'll just review it, sure, and then we'll see what we can look at. So particularly, we'll be looking at gold for right now. I want to see what we talked about, the past analysis and what has played out on the chart since then. All right, so let's see. So I'm sure you are seeing the chart. So I just want to talk something and then we'll go to the live, one of the live video, and then we'll play what we said about it. See that what we said from the live video and what happened after that. So and then we'll continue from there. All right, so this is 15-minute time frame. This is good, of course, you can see. This is good. All right, and I'm coming. I want to refresh the chart. I want to refresh the chart. I've done this before. I think I did it before, but let me still do it again because I can't remember if I did it or not. Refreshing it will help us to move smoothly. That's the reason why. All right. Okay, it's responding. All right. So let's go. Go first. We in our previous analysis we talked about this particular zone. In fact, in the first analysis we made, just for those of you that were not here, you can go and watch the video so that you can follow up later on. The first one, that's where we mark out these zones in the first video. We didn't complete that analysis completely because we have to leave because of I had some power issues that morning. So we kind of left it unfinished. So later at night, we still came back to the chart, and by then, of course, now a lot of things had happened already. So, but we came to this very particular point where we are now, and we try to explain what's going to happen, and look at the scenario we played out. I mean, we actually talked about. We were here when this market where price were uh, when market open. Sorry, because of the refreshing that I refreshed this chart, that's the reason why it's taking a little while to refresh. So please be patient. Let's just get the chart well before we continue. Please just hold on, let it load and come back. Just hold on for me. All right, it's coming up. It's about coming up. So just hold on. So I was talking about the first analysis. That's when we mark out our zone in that analysis. Then the second one, I said the first analysis was on finished business. So the second one, we came a lot of things has already happened in the chart. Some of the things I talked about in the first analysis has already played out. And then we came for that second analysis. We tried to pick it up from where we stopped, where the market, from what the market was doing at that particular point in time. And this is exactly where we were here. Let all the drawing come back normal. All right. So this is exactly where we were in that second live stream. We were here, and I was talking about this very particular place. I don't know if you can see it very well, clearly, wherever you're watching from. Let me try to zoom. All right, so let me zoom. I think it's better now. You should be able to see it better. All right. So the market was here. In fact, it was. I think that was after the market opened last night. That's last night stroke this morning. This is the candle that opened the market. This very particular candle. So the market was. We said then I painted the scenario of what will happen. So what happened is that me, when I'm analyzing the market, I will always paint two scenarios. That's the buying scenario and selling scenario. Now, what I do in painting scenario is very simple. You have to paint scenario in advance that will make you to buy. So you are not actually, so to say, just rushing after the market. After you design your zones like we have done, then we paint scenarios of what will happen before we take a trade, buy or sell, and all that. So you get it. So now, when the market was already, opened that night, and I was painting the scenario, I said that we are looking at this very particular point, market getting to this place. I remember talking about the fact that the market I was explaining in 1 minute time frame, there is no need of taking a trade, except we're taking it from the zones. But I like taking trades from the zone or very, very close to the zones to take a trade there. Anywhere in between, I said, these are the areas that the market can come and take you out, anywhere in between. But you are taking from your zones. Once the market move, it will hardly come back. It would have done enough for you to take your profit and move on. But if you take it from anywhere, you see, for instance, now if you look at this very particular zone place now, you say, okay, after the market did this, you say you want to fire, maybe you want to break above this place. That's if you have this zone, because sometimes you don't even have this particular zone, because you don't know how to mark out zone very well. So you don't even mark it out in the first place. So you don't even know that this is a zone. So you just assume that, okay, I made the market here and it's creating this thing. That means it's going to go. Some people, this candle also deceive them. This very bullish candle is to take them to take a buy. But imagine somebody that took a buy here, it didn't go anywhere, and the market came back. You see, total slashing. You see that? That's what I'm talking about. Yeah, if you are taking a trade, then let it be a sell trade. If you are taking a trade, then let it be a buy trade, and something like that. So take from your zones after you have marked it out. Wait for it to play out first. So now I was describing this place. I said that this market, if he rejects here in one of the scenario, if he rejects here, that is going to be a downpour, it's going to go down. Once he rejects anywhere around this area, we'll go and play the video that I said so that you can see it yourself too. That if getting close to this place, if there is a rejection, the market is going to go down. First of all, let's check how far that the market went. After that, you can see this. After rejecting here, you can see. Okay, let's measure this. Let's see how many pips of gold that we're talking about. I actually took this trade actually, but I don't like showing you my trades. I just show you something because my aim is to teach people, to help people understand how they can approach the market. It's not display of your trade or whatever. I don't use that to entice anybody. That cannot put money in your pocket. It's you knowing how to trade, how to approach the zones that will put money in your pocket. So let's assume we take this market after this candle, bearish candle closed, and we take it down. Take it down. Let's say before approaching here. You know what we have here now? Okay, let's take this, the SL. SL just above it, above the wick, just above the wick. So this one, taking it, I don't take trades in 15-minute time frame. We are going to have big SL. Like what we have now, we're having a very big, large SL. Yeah, this is 90 pip. I can't take 90 pip, even though we're catching 1,000 pip. And this is 1:13 risk to reward ratio. But I still feel that 90 pip is too big. Do you get? Especially when I can catch it better in 1 minute and get a better entry in 1 minute. So why will I be sacrificing 90 pips of gold? Do you get what I'm saying? But it's still a very good trade for by all standard, because this is 1 to 13 risk to reward ratio. And it will be a winning trade because you are catching 1,310 pips of gold with this move. Actually, what I caught was what I caught in actual in reality is 1,050 pips. I didn't catch up to 1,300, 1,050 pips. That's what I caught in this trade. So, but that is not the important thing. The important thing is this: what I'm trying to say. The important thing we're trying to talk about is the fact. So, the fact of making sure that you are able to paint the scenario that could happen. Like I say, painting a buy and sell scenario. The scenario I painted was that if this market comes and takes out this zone, that the market is going to travel. The market, let me zoom this so that this market will be expecting it to hit this point, or hit this point, or even this point. You get it? That's if you take out this point. That is what I said. That's the first scenario. The second scenario I painted was that if it gets rejected here, close to around this point, or even if you hit here, for instance, or even reject with a rejection, or if you get rejected, it means that it did not take up to, you can see, you only almost hit here, and there's a rejection in that bearish candle. Let's see it properly. In that bearish candle, there is a rejection there. And that's exactly what I used to talk about. I used to say that I love so much rejection. Whenever I'm seeing rejection in my zone, I love it. That's what I love best. Seeing rejections around my zone. So there was this rejection. Not only there was rejection, there was a bearish move. Did you see that? So after the candle closed there, you are supposed to take it normal like that. But I said after that happened, that the market is going to go down. That the market will do what? Will go down. And that's exactly what it did. And you see, from our measurements, about 1,310 pips. So did you get that? This is what you get when you are able to refine zones. Because I talk about sniper entry trading strategy. If you go to the process I've described to you guys in my videos, in all platforms, you discover that I told you that there are 3 processes. First of all, you should come up with a strategy that will help you to identify key zones on the chart that the market will not violate, will not disobey. That is the first thing you do. Meaning that you should be able to mark out valid key zones on your chart. And what do you do next after you have done that? You mark it out and refine it to 15 minutes time frame. For me, 15 minutes is my engine time frame. And what do you do? After you mark it and refine it to 15 minutes time frame, what do you go? Do you go to lower time frame? I say my preferred time frame of lower time frame is 1 minute. Go to 1 minute. When price is approaching that zone, go to 1 minute when price is approaching that zone. And what do you do in 1 minute? Observe a turning pattern. Observe a turning pattern around that zone in 1 minute. I didn't say you should mark new zone in 1 minute. No. Once you refine your zone, doing your top-down analysis from daily time frame or from weekly time frame and down to 15 minutes and get your zones, what you do from there is don't mark out any zone again. Just go to 1 minute and watch price approach to that 1 minute. So when you watch those other 2 videos, you will see where I talked about them. Also the turning pattern, because that's not what I'm going to be explaining now. It's going to be next time when we are analyzing charts in another video. For today, just to review what has happened in the chart since that last analysis. That's what we want to do. So what I want to do before we continue is that I want to go to my YouTube, my Red Platform page. I'm using this language because of, they say TikTok don't like it, and I'm streaming both on TikTok as well as the Red Platform together simultaneously. So let's go to the Red Platform, and what we want to do, we want to go and search out that video that I talked about, this scenario that I painted now, so that you see it for yourself. It was live video. I mean, live this thing. For those of you that were not there, for those of you that followed me, that was there during the analysis, of course, you understand what I'm saying already. So In other words, my platform is only used to help people to understand how they should trade. That's why I say the strategy I'm trying to teach people or help people understand, either for the students that are in my class and those that might be uh, that will come online when I'm doing analysis, they are going to be learning how to refine their strategy so that they'll begin to take trades that will not be taking them out of the market consistently, risking very little to win big, depending on your on your desire. All right, sorry, this page is trying to misbehave. But I see this video, this one I say, what is a valid key zone? That's not the title I wanted to. I didn't know. I didn't change the title in my streaming software. So this one just appeared. I mean, joined it to appear. So I didn't know. So that's not supposed to be the title, but that's the title. Why is this thing doing me like this now? It's telling that page is unresponsive. So please just a little. So I just want us to listen to that very particular part. Let's listen to that very particular part. If I want to close the page first and reload it, it will take a little time, but I'm hoping that it won't take much of our time like this. Meanwhile, the very first video for the first analysis is also titled the same title. Like I said I didn't remember to change the titles before I came online. So then eventually carried those titles there. So, but the difference is that one is about 29 minutes, while this one is about 39 minutes or 38 minutes, 37 seconds or so. That's all we have here. So that I may have to exit this page so that we reload it because we are going to be stuck here if that does not happen. This page is unresponsive. So you bear with me while I load that. So uh, let me, please, you can ask question. You can ask while we're doing that, you can decide to, I'm trying to check your chat if you are to check the chat if anybody is typing anything or everybody is just listening. So if you have anything to ask, you can ask. Then you can like the video, you can just do whatever you can do to support me. Because this channel, I'm not coming here to come and sell stupid things to you. I'm going to tell you the thing that works in the market. I'm going to show you how it works, and you will see it yourself. This is not a matter of trying to do that. But if you are not up to the stage, like you are not you are too new that you don't understand this, the only thing I will say is simple. You need to start learning correctly from the basics, and I can help you. I can actually help you to get to that point like that. So if you don't understand what we're talking about now because you still lack some knowledge, don't worry, you will learn. If you are ready, you will learn. Only that my free class will soon close. I mean, acceptance into my free class will soon close up. We soon close. That's tomorrow. I think tomorrow, yeah, should be closing because already too many in that class self. So might be closing, accepting people by tomorrow. Okay. Sorry, I'm still working on this. This thing is just giving me a headache. I don't know why I decided to do this right now. So, but we'll get through this, right? Okay, so let's start afresh with that. So let me renew the browser afresh. So let's get started. So if you have any question, please just go ahead and ask and type it. I'm checking the comments so that I can see if there's anything you need to say. Pay attention, I'll listen to you, all right? So while we wait, while I reload that page in order to get the YouTube. Like, I guess we should just go on first. Or what do you think? Let's go. All right. So, okay, before that page comes up, let me just talk about some certain things that relate to turning points. Let's go to 1 minute and check something. Okay, let me mark mark out something first before we go to 1 minute. So I'll go to 1 minute and check it out. Uh okay, just so done. All right. So I want to show you to really for you to understand the turning point we talk about, how it usually occurs. So let's just get it from, but this should be the point of turning point in 1 minute. The market approaches and gets rejected here. All right. How do we know when to take the trade? Let's go to 1 minute. Let me show you from from that from that zone. All right. So let's go to that place where I marked that. Heading to right. Let's go. Oh, it's not far because this is 1 minute now. 1 minute can be far. South Africa. This is one of the trade I took. I think I screenshot this whole the entry and everything in this particular this thing like that. Try to use it to create a video about something. Use it to explain something. So you can see. All right, you can see these are some of the trade that I took. All right, so this is the point. You see the point. Now, that's the point when I marked. That's the point that tried to come to uh, this very place and did, and there was a rejection around that zone. So now, how do we observe turning points? So that's what you should pay attention to. How do we observe turning point? You see, after getting to this point, you see the first move here. Now, there's a rejection on this bullish candle that is here. So let me zoom it, just in case you are not seeing it. You see, this bullish candle is big, but there was rejection. You see what followed it was engulfing. Now, even if you take the trade there, you see it will still be successful trade, though you'll be having uh, bigger SF from here to here, even if you are putting it at the end of this. But if you put it at the end of here, this one would have taken it out anyway. So if you don't put it above here, so far above here, this one would have taken you out. So, but that's not how the turning point is that you observe the first one first. I'm just saying that even if you took the trade here and you fix your stop loss very well, you will still win the trade. But look at how it goes. At this point, you don't take the trade after the first one. Look at after this one tried, and this engulfing, this is an entry trigger. We said trade, but don't take the trade. Wait for something like that to happen again. And you see, where did it happen? Look at this. This one is like a shooting star here, as you can see it, or is it dragonfly or whatever? What is it called again? That gravestone or dragonfly doji or something like that. So now let's take this to be let's take this. I hope you are seeing the candle. So let me close this in case this thing is covering. Look at the candle I'm talking about here. So let me just bring in better so that people will see it. Look at the candle I'm talking about here. So now let's take it to be a shooting star, for instance. Or actually, this is a dragonfly or gravestone doji. That's what it is. One of those two. I can't remember. One is for bearish. One is bearish. Will be like bearish scenario, painting bearish scenario. One is painting bullish scenario. I've forgotten which one of them is the dragonfly. Is it the dragonfly or gravestone or something like that? But the names of the candle are no longer important to me. So all right. So let's call it a shooting star, but in the body of in the bullish body. But That is one of those things we talk about, the difference between the textbook setup and what the market is doing. Textbook setup, of course, is those kind of things that you learn during your learning period. So that's why when you use it directly, the market begin to deal with you. You have to refine it to what you can see in the market, what you can identify in the market. And that is where the hard work is really, to refine it to exactly how the market normally play out. So when you use that thing, you are after learning forex trading, whether by yourself or you learn from a mentor and you use it straight like that, that's the reason why you keep growing accounts. When you refine it, I mean, then it become better. So I'm saying that because normal, a shooting star has to be a bearish candle. Abi, that's what a shooting star should be. Just like a hammer has to be a bullish candle. Now, but the market don't see it that way. A shooting star can be a bullish candle in the market. This is what will make you to forget not to take your chances, because you see this one now, you will now say that this is as this one. You know, when this one form, all this one didn't form yet. You get. Uh-huh. So you will not take your chances because you think this is a bullish candle, but this is actually a shooting star. You get. So that is the simple truth you need to know. Depends on position of the market where you're called. Now you're called in a zone that can give you a sell trade. You understand? You see it as a shooting star, not as a bullish candle. That is how. But that's having said that, I'm just talking about defining the thing you have learned to meet the real situation in the market. That is the key to trading, to forex trading. And that's the reason why people are having problem with a lot of knowledge, but they still can't use it to find their edge in the market. This is exactly the reason why it's like that. All right. So now you see, after this happened, now this happened again. You see this engulfing, this red candle, clear red candle engulfing it. That is where to take your chance. The first opportunity for you to take your chance, but that's not all the opportunity you have to take your chances. This is the first opportunity. So the reason why you have to take your chances there is because it's around the key zone. Remember, this key zone is 15 minutes time frame. We're dealing with 1 minute time frame now. So in 15-minute time frame, if you mark out the zone, it's going to cover maybe around here and above this red line up there. Like I explained to people that were there, if you watch the first video of this analysis, then you see that I said what the red line represent for me and what the black lines represent for me. What those videos, you get them properly. I assume you are not getting them now. All right. So now here becomes your first real opportunity, not here, but here. You see, this one have given you a rejection. Like I used to say, I used to like rejection. For me, immediately I see this rejection, that is it for me. I've I've seen everything I needed to see. That's all. Do you get? All right. But it's not because it's a rejection, just because this is the first step that says you want to go down. This one is more like confirmation that is going to go down. And again, I've already analyzed the market before, and I say if the market get to this point and rejected without taking this place out, it's going to go down. Based on my knowledge of the market, based on the way I've already refined my learning of forex to understand the chart. So I already painted the picture in advance. So when it now happen, I don't have to waste any time taking the trade there. So, but like I said, that is not the last. That's just the first opportunity. Let's uh, let's go back. I've just send it back to where. Let's go back to that spot again, so I can show you. You can see the trades I'm taking. Very, very small stop loss. This one is like almost $3 stop loss to win about $28 for somebody that is using 0.01. Even with your dead dollar, you can trade. That is the truth. Don't listen to people that are deceiving you. Talking is what people think is impossible because of the way they learn their trade. There's like me, when it was used to be difficult for me to catch 20 people while trading gold without hitting stop loss. I feel it's impossible to catch 100 people, to catch uh, 500 people, 1,000 people. You get. That's how I used to feel, because that's where my knowledge reach. My knowledge did not go beyond there. So I'll be wondering, how will somebody be able to catch 100 people or 500 people or 1,000 people? It's not possible. That's because that's what I know. I've not known more than that. So when somebody tell you cannot use $10, $20, $50, that is too small. It's a lie. You can use your $10 and even catch $100, even without trying to flip. Just by maintaining a good strategy that works. You won't even be in your mind, you're not even flipping. You are just entering a normal trade and you see yourself making something like that. So I can see this one is $3 stop loss for 0.01 lot size for small account there, 0.01. So if you lose this one now, you are losing up to $3 because this is actually 27, I mean, $2.71 that you'll be losing here. So it's not up to $3. Now, if you win it, you have won $28 here. So that's how it works. Once you know how to use this kind of strategy I'm trying to tell people about, it's only this card that will be your starting point. Any amount you have, you can use it to start trading. All right. So I said that, look at the place we explained. I said this is your first opportunity, but not the last. You see, as you begin to do lower high here, as this one happened and this one happened, even if you don't take it, and this one happened, and this one came again with rejection. So these are almost like 1, 2, 3 opportunity for you to take it. Remember, these things are happening not just in the middle of nowhere, but a place close to your zone that you have marked out. Do you understand what I'm trying to say? That is the most important thing. So this one, you saw this one and you want more confirmation. These are your confirmation. Even this now, somebody who you can see. That's why I say, I tell people, you don't understand what happens when somebody is trading, really trading. So this one is a lecture that I'm giving. I'm not analyzing market, just giving a lecture. All right. So there are a lot of things that can happen, like seriously, you get, when you know what you are doing. You see opportunities. That's why people say opportunities are not there. And I want to trade 10 pairs, and 5 pairs, 3 pairs, because so that I can find is a lie. If you know how to trade, you see frequent opportunities in the one pair. It will be easier for you to pay attention, because you can pay attention if you are trading one pair, to wait for it and set alert when it's coming to your zone, and then you pay attention. You can now run to 1 minute to pay attention and see what it's going to do, so that you know if you are going to take a trade or not. But if you are trading 20 pair, you can be in another pair and something is happening in another pair and you don't know. Before you come, it's already late. I've missed this trade. You run to another pair again. Before you come to another pair again, I've missed this trade. That's why you'll be missing trade like that. But if you focus on one, you can find even 10, 20 trades in a day if you want to be trading. That is the truth. That is if you know how to trade. You learn forex the right way, and you're able to identify opportunities in the market. That's when that kind of thing can happen. All right, so I've just shown you one turning point. When you watch other videos I talk about, I mean the first analysis, then you see how I explain turning points. That is basically what happens. So I want us to go. Let's go and get that. Let me say I want to close this. We'll come back to it so that we can open those other. I want to play that particular video that where I told when I analyzed the market and said if that market get to that point and there's a rejection, that the market is going to go down. And you can see it did 1,310 pips. Gold, this is gold we're talking about here, not be any other person. I know that is real money. So I want to open this so that you can watch the video directly from YouTube so that you can see. So in the meantime, I said you can actually ask questions, type your questions or whatever you want to say. If you think what I'm saying is making sense, you can keep hitting the like button and all that as we are waiting to load, for this to load, so that you can go ahead and watch the video and see that part of analysis, whether you are on the right platform, whether you are on TikTok. You can fire a question or say it. We'll talk about it while we are waiting to go to, I want to go to YouTube. So while we are heading to YouTube, hey, I'm mentioning YouTube. and over my account. I heard, I don't know whether that is true, sure, that you don't need to mention other platform names. Please, if you know better, you can tell me. If you know better, you can let me know. Please, people can like the video if you think what we're doing is making sense. And if you're ready to learn, I can teach you too to understand from the basics, the way, because you need to understand a lot of things before you be able to analyze charts to make sense. So it's not something that just happened by chance. You work for it. It's then you'll be able to, when you master your chart, you'll be good to go. You get? So sorry, we're waiting for this to load up so that I can go straight to that video and play it. But then let me go. Turn the system volume. So we want to go play the video soon. I just want to make sure that the volume will be okay so that you will pay attention. I want to put on the desktop volume. To be echoing now, please just bear with us because our two volumes will be okay. Now, do I want to before? Let's just go to the video. We'll play the video, and then let me just turn off one of the audio. You then you take those trades around there. So what did you get to the reason? For instance, if you get to this point, since you're not already already in the market here, or so you take it from zone, from the turning point. We'll talk about take it from turning point. You get a sniper entry, and you have space for the market to go. That's why I won't be talking about taking this market, taking All right, can you hear me? I'm sure you guys can hear me now. I just want to say something. So I want to play that part of the video where we talked about something about the market after if he rejects, what's going to happen. So I want you to pay attention for you to see that we analyze it live, and then the market went ahead to actually do it. So that's what I want you to pay attention to. So now I'll be shutting off on this market, except when it retraces again. If the market retraces, then we can consider taking it like that. If not, we just wait for you can get here and turn back again. Then if you reject around here, it's likely going to spread out and begin to come down and return to its base. That's to around this area. If it doesn't reject, it's probably going to either come down, mitigate this other block, turn and ready to go, you take it. So it's about patience. You be patiently, you wait for the market patiently to do what you want to do around your key zone, and you then you take those trades around there. So what did you get to the key zone? For instance, if you get to this point, since you're not already in the market right here, I think the market started around all right. So what you can do is to read that part, see what I said about that, exactly what we already talked about. So there's no point talking about it further. You can still go back and watch the video on my profile. I mean, on my page there. It's there, so you can go and actually take a look. Watch the first one and the second one. The first one, they are all the same title because I didn't change the titles during that live stream then. So, but the first one is around 29 minutes, while the other one is around 39 minutes. So that's what you know the difference. The first one, the first part, it's around 29 minutes. Why this one is about 28 minutes, but they have the same title. So the first one that started, you understand how we marked out the zones, and then you also take a look at the second one. You see the scenarios we painted out, painting the scenario for buy and also painting the one for sale. So let's now try to go back to the live charts, having watched the video on that, and you can do well to go and watch it properly by visiting my page there on the web platform and get it. The reason why is because I streamed it live, both of them live for together. But you know now the web platform will only give you a highlight. Like if you go to my page, you see highlight of some of them on TikTok. But the web platform will record it fully and post it like that. That's what I said before. We'll just record it fully and post it like that. So you get, so you can have access to it. So whenever we are done with live and you want to watch to get back to listen to what we discussed or talked about again, you just go to the web platform because I stream them, I stream it together. Both, simultaneously, kind of. So you'll be able to go there and actually have access to it. So we're going back to the chart now. We're going back to the chart now. So please just hold on, trying to. I hope you are still there. None of you is commenting or saying anything. I say I'm looking forward to seeing something that maybe question, maybe observation, maybe even telling me about the chart. Are we zooming it properly? The zoom. Are we zooming the? Am I zooming the chart properly or not? Those are the things I would have loved to hear, so that if you are not seeing it clearly because they are too tiny, so that I will always be conscious of that. So, say anything you want to say. You can ask question about my strategy. You can ask question about anything. If you're a newbie, this might be a little bit too high for you, but all the same, you're understanding that I'm not afraid of analyzing the chart because I know as I be how to analyze the chart. I know how to analyze charts. That's the truth. So I'm going to analyze. I'll paint scenarios for you, what you should see before you begin to buy. Just like you see, I talked about buying, about breaking above the point. And normal, I love break and retest, or when you break above and begin to create new break of structure again. Then retesting the break of structure. For those of you who trade smart money, I understand that. Like that. So you will relate. My chart is coming. I think overloaded the system with so many things, many apps that are open. So I'm trying to even close some of them so that we can we have a smoother experience. Sorry about that. So I'm still paying attention to the chat session. Who is saying what? Who is saying what and all that? Right, I'm paying attention. You can. Oh, somebody said I joined late. So sorry. So sorry. It's unfortunate that I didn't really schedule it much in advance for people to just come and see. But what you do, don't worry. This is just testing scenario that we are doing now. Regular live streaming, live analysis is coming soon. Within this March, we're going to start. I'm going to make a video about it. I'm going to post it on different platforms that I use and groups, so that we know about it in terms of when I'll be coming on live, and then everybody will get ready to come up so that we start from the beginning. Our next live, we are going to start from the beginning to analyze chart. This one I just wanted to conclude, especially for those people who will watch the videos to see exactly what we did, the analysis we made, and how it played out the way we said it. So what you learn, one of your takeaway today is that when you know how to analyze charts, these are the key things that we show that you know how to analyze charts. Even if the market is bullish, after you are done with your analysis, you should be able to paint two scenarios. Those two scenarios will help you to build anticipation. For instance, what I mean by those two scenarios, there are only two scenarios you can always paint. Paint a scenario, a buying scenario, and paint a sell scenario. What I mean is that what will the market be doing, and we know it's time to be buying, and what will the market be doing, and you know it's time to be selling. Those are the things you need to think about. Those are the things that you need to actually have in mind. You get it? Those are the things you need to have in. That's why I call it painting scenarios. You're painting two different scenarios. The buy scenario, even when the market is bullish for the day, you have a bullish bias, a buy bias. Still look out on your chart and find out, okay, what will happen from this point now, and I'll begin to sell. You know why it's important? When the market begin to do that, you are ready because you already had it in mind. You already painted the scenario, and now the market is doing it. And when you're analyzing the chart, don't analyze the chart and leave it and say you are waiting for this, waiting for that. No. At each point in time, the market will move to a particular direction. Sometimes it moves a long time in a particular direction. If you have scenarios painted, you are going to get it right. Do you get it? So, because to tell you the fact, after the analysis, I thought the market was going to be going bullish. Do you get? After my first analysis, my belief is that the market will be going bullish. This is what I mean. Of course, it went bullish, but not more than. It didn't go beyond. It didn't go beyond where I thought should have gone beyond. For instance, now this is the area we analyzed. We analyzed that in the evening, not the first chart. The first chart was where we mark out these zones. So when you watch it, you see how I marked out these zones. And only that in the first chart, you discover that this zone, this particular zone was marked with red. It was because we are rushing to get out to end this stream because we're having power challenges at that time. So I didn't change the color of the line. So, but in the second analysis, the second live stream, that's when I changed the color to the right thing. You will see the reason why I use red and black and what they represent when you watch those ones. So, but the point is that I already thought that the market is going to take out this place and be going. But if I have only one mindset, I won't take the trade when it begin to go opposite of what I thought. But because we have to paint two scenarios. A buying scenario, what will be happening, I will keep buying. And then what will happen, I will know that I need to sell. So immediately I said it in advance and market begin to do it. And I know, remember before you can say it and it be correct, is only when you have mastered how to handle the market very well. That is one thing you must not ignore. That's why it starts from you learning forex trading the proper way, the right way, the correct way, understanding the concept and refining them beyond the textbook setup that everybody is teaching. You understand? Like today, like I can tell you, for instance, that, okay, I see somebody asking question. Somebody said, if the line, somebody asked the question from the TikTok. Okay, let me start from the first question. Okay, the first question I say, where can I access the videos you talked about? All right, it's if you just start Forex Prophet YouTube, it will give you. But what I would do is that what do I do? I just probably need to send you, attach the link somewhere, but it's on YouTube. That the video I talked about is in YouTube, the one for live session, just like this one we are doing now. We only find the video recorded in YouTube. I want to make sure YouTube well. Now, wow, you find the video on the red platform, and that's my profile. Just type Forex Prophet. Can just come out, or where do I send the link so that everyone can actually have access to it? Okay, I don't know. Okay, you just go to YouTube and search for Forex Prophet. You might be able to find me. Or what I'm going to do is that I'm going to make a video. Visit my profile. I will try to make a video tomorrow, a very short video, where I'm going to actually drop the link under the comment section. So you can check my profile on TikTok as well as Red platform, wherever you are. For those on Red platform, you're already you're already on my page now, so it's easy for you. Just go to live session YouTube, and then you can find on my page, and then you find those videos. You get it? So that is it about that. So why, for those of you on TikTok, what I will do is that I'll just do a very short video talking about it, talking about this particular analysis, and then drop the comment section. I will drop the link there. So that's what I will do. I'll add it by tomorrow. And then Martin is asking, say, the lines you drew, is it from the higher time frame? Yes, That's why I said you first of all, we started from daily time frame. When you watch the first video, you will see it. Started from daily time frame because that's where I start. Some people will choose to start from um, weekly time frame, but it's the same thing. It's the same thing. You get? It's the same thing. You just have to keep refining. But what you do is that you refine it to 15 minutes. For instance, now every line represents other block in 15 minutes. But what I do is that whether the other block is valid or longer valid, I still represent it. Because most of the time, you find out that other blocks, for instance, now let me see, if you press on the chart now, you can see this place, and after it hits, after the market came to hit here, what did it do? It went back to the top here. After it turned, what did it do? It came back to this place. Break it down? No. From here now, this is a whole move, a whole lot of move to this place until it gets rejected here. It's only when after the rejection, which I said if this rejection happen, that's because I've analyzed the market here and here. This is more like a whole of chart pattern talking about head and shoulder. So can call this, because this one is lower and this one is also lower, can call this as shoulder and shoulder, why this place is a head, just having kind of is it multiple head or whatever? What do I call it? What do I say? Like that. So having seen what happened here, and with this rejection here, if there is a rejection just before this place, or even this place, another rejection, the market is going to go down. Get it? So all the lines represent I started from daily time frame. So when you watch the first video, you will see how I mark them and refine them down to 15 minutes. It's only when you get to 15 minutes that you are going to stop. And then that forms a zone that you are going to reference in your 1 minute time frame. So that's it. I hope that is clear. So another question is how are you able to is it cope the trade? Okay, because of the volatility of gold. Okay. All right, Martins, I guess you're in my class. Yeah, you should be in my class. The new class we want to start. Don't worry about that. You will learn about that. You understand it by force by fire. It's actually very simple, easy. The easiest thing to do. That's because um, when when gold is being volatile, it reflects in mostly in higher time frame. For instance, now let me show you something on the chart. You just come to the chart. Look at this point now that you see this point. Okay, let me just mark it and show you something in 1 minute time frame. First of all, this point now, this big rejection, or let's talk about this big rejection. Okay, no, let's talk about this first one. This big rejection here. It does not extend this kind of big rejection. Under 15 minutes, you can't catch this trade here, but you possibly can catch it in 1 minute. So let's mark it out and let's go. Let me show you something there. Where is Eclipse? Okay, send the Eclipse. All right. So I'm just going to it out. I want it to be too big. All right. So let's go and see what happened around the zone here in 1 minute. Okay, let's go. Let's go. All right. I'm sure you can see this is the zone we just marked out now. All right. Did you see after this, the only thing that is going to happen is that it's going to make your SL to be huge. Now, not every time that this kind of scenario plays out. Most times you will see small, small candle. This big bullish candle will be small, small candle. Yeah. But the point is that you see this trade, you cannot catch it on higher time frame like 15 minutes. Do you get it? Now, after this engulfing this candle and engulfing half of this bearish candle here too, you see, after that happens. So now, assuming you now you believe that okay, I can take this trade. Let's measure what what you should have got if you took the trade. Let's measure it. Long we are longing the trade. Only that your stop loss is going to be big, very, very big, huge. In fact, your risk to reward ratio will be zero. But we are just trying to paint a scenario. Okay, let's say you are putting the normal traditional trading that people do, you're putting it below the week. You can see. But look at the profit side. This is already 170 pip of gold. A lot of people struggle to catch this. Let's take it to the other block. What you have is 240 pips of gold. That's what you have caught. The only thing is that it's going to cost you a lot of stop loss because your stop loss is almost the same thing with your tip profit, but it's even bigger because you are not up to 1:1. But the fact is that if you are so uh, you are so convinced because this trade is taking place. I mean, this bullish engulfing just happened in a zone, in your key zone. So you are, because you are half confident because it happened in your key zone, I decided to risk anything because you are sure that it will get to the next zone like that, which is actually what happened. You can see you're able to trade it and get over 240 pips of gold. So for 0.01 loss side, this is $24. So you see somebody with $10 account, you see what you have done is that you have flipped that account by two self. You are doing that, but you are willing to take this risk because of this big candle. So what are we trying to say? Let's go back to 15 minutes. Let's go back to 15 minutes. Let's go back to 15 minutes and let's delete the things that we have there. Still no gree click. We'll just move and come up with that one. All right. All right. So the point is that you see this candle until it hits here, until after this happened, there is nothing you would have been able to catch here if you are using 15 minutes. This is the reason why the sniper entry works in 15 minutes. I mean, sorry, in this thing, in a minute, 1 minute time frame. There is enough candle to form. In fact, at the beginning of the move, you catch it. It's because we don't have access to seconds. You get. If not, you can even go down to seconds. You catch it earlier. That is the essence of that sniper entry we're talking about. You are able to catch it earlier, very early. Now, here, there is no way you are able to catch this trade here because this is just a bearish candle that came and then happened to rejection. But under 1 minute, discover that you have a place to catch it, even though it happened that the stop loss will be big, but you would catch it. So you see the volatility showed here very well. But you would understand that despite showing there like this, like I said, there's no way you would have caught this trade. But in 1 minute, you will catch it. You see that? So the volatility is still there, but in 1 minute, you now had a better chance to do so. I mean, to catch it. So that is the essence. So it's actually simple. It's not that difficult. Once you master the act of trading, you will find out that it's easy. It's just that now that you have not mastered it, it's looking as if it's a huge. Hmm. People sending gift. Thank you so much. Thank you. I appreciate you. Appreciate you. Um, all right. So I want to get the next question. Your next question, rather. So let me check those people from Red Platform if they're asking questions too. I don't think any question is happening here. Please, not yet. All right. Okay, let's see. Okay, the stuff you will see on the chart to paint those buy and sell scenarios. Yeah. All right. And I think the thing is just it's just you will only be able to paint the buy. This should be for intermediate traders. So the way you talk, that means you don't belong to that class of intermediate traders yet. Uh-huh. Because what you actually take is understanding your candlestick pattern and understanding your chart pattern, understanding the price action very well, and the way private price action move, and also studying your particular pair very well. That's why I say why you are trading multiple pairs is fine, no, but I tell you, you'll be a better trader if you master one. And if you say opportunity is not always when you are using mastering one pair, that means you never sabi trade well. That is the truth. Anybody that's saying that the person never sabi trade well, the person is a senior gambler, meaning that he's a gambler with experience. He's probably profitable, but if somebody is profitable and he's telling you that you don't see opportunities when trading one pair, the person never sabi trade. Because I can tell you, you see a whole lot of opportunities. uh Trading opportunities on the chart. Now, only if you never sabi trade the whole 24 hours, you go see opportunities plenty when you understand your the market very well. You understand, you sabi, you have learned and mastered forex trading. So basically everything comes because of your zones, the zones that you have, the chart pattern, the structure, not structure in terms of break of structure, and no, not that type, not structures in terms of the movement of higher high, lower low. Also, no, not that. There is a shape that structures that the chart holds. For instance, now, why did I say that the market will begin to go down if you reject here? Look at this place. This is, let's say, the last order block after this happened, after this place happened. Look at this. The market is obligated to come down and reach the order block. And that's the reason why it got to this place. It may as well still go down again, because if it goes up and reject again, a little bit and reject again, it comes down and hits here. And that will be when the market will now have a balance. And remember, when I was talking about here from that video we watched just now, you will see that I said that if reject here is going to spread and spread. Look at the way it spread itself before it get to this point. It's based on my knowledge and understanding of how the chart moves. To get a balance, you get it, to get a balance, you get it. So more or less, this place is like a balance already for it. And that's why you see, you go to this place, you see what it start doing. For it to come down, there will have to be a rejection, and it will not, you have to create a break of structure to the upside. I mean, for it to come back immediately, because if it's going up, it can get to this point and reject, because this is another block we are seeing here. Forget whether it's mitigated or not, it doesn't matter. Then this is the last other block. If it break above this place, that means the market is going up. If it break above here and create a new break of structure after I get to that, I can talk like this based on what my knowledge of the market. So it's more like, just like when I used to use the example that there once upon a time I cannot catch 20 people that are hitting stop loss. Of course, the way I will talk will be different now. You get it? The way I will talk will be different because I will talk according to what I know. So I cannot see what I don't know now. So if you know better, when you listen to me talk, you know that me I know sabi well like that. Because I will be talking some kind of things that you have gone through and passed and you have moved to the next level, but I'm still in the lower level and all that. So what it takes is just to understand how to read the chart, first of all, understand your concept them very well, refine them to meet the market situation. You will be able to be talking about the market more, even probably more than the way I'm talking about the market. Just like what I said, if you watch that video, you will remember I said the market was around here then. I said if you reject it, it's going to spread. And you can see it spread like that before coming down here. So it just no matter that it's going to come down, but it's going to spread, and then come down. So I described how it's going to happen, and you can see it now. That's how exactly happened. And so that's just the that's just the point. When you learn the market and understand everything, how to mark your order block, how to create every scenario, understand chart pattern, understand the structure of the market, not normal market structure like I said before, but how the market will, what the market will do, and it will, in your eye you see that the market has a balance. You also begin to talk the way I'm talking. So it's more like just work on everything about forex trading during your learning process. I think we have done quite a time. Let me see how long I've spent so that we can end the class. Actually, we have done more than 1 hour on this live like that. So apparently the market is closed. I think it will soon open. Of course, so we'll be watching this area, this zone, and then this zone to see what's going to happen. But here is almost exhibiting it. Is actually exhibiting a turning pattern. But the thing is that for it to go far, you have to take out here, because if it doesn't take out this place, it's going to come back down like this, at least to return to this very place where the market first rejected here. This is where it rejected before. So let me see. Let me answer your last question so that we can leave and close. Okay, I think your last question is when you say what is the stuff we'll see. The stuff we'll see on the charts to paint the buy and sell scenario. So I've just said, I think the summary of my answer is that for you to be able to paint the buy and sell scenario is when you have understand how to trade forex very well. When you have learned all these concepts and understand, you can map out your chart very well and all that, you'll be able to say, because by that time you will understand how the market is structuring itself, and then begin to realize where the market is likely going to reject, if it rejects, or where it's going to hit, what is going to happen if it does. I mean, if at a certain stage. So there is no one way of giving you such the answer, direct answer, that will just make you, when you look at the chart, before you be able to relate, you will have to be able to have learned so well that you have very deep knowledge of the market. And you'll be able to report. This is just to tell you that it's possible, is you can do. See the way I'm talking, even if you don't, people that, I mean, you listen the way I talk, you will know if I understand the market or not. You get? So this is not defining what is support and resistance. No, this is applying what is support and resistance. If you apply it very well, you will know. So basically, we are working with other blocks here and all that. And it's just a matter of refining it to the best way that you can make sense, and then you can use it to make good interpretation of the market. All right. So the next time we come online, we'll be running some analysis. But I'm probably not going to be explaining too much, because explaining too much will make us not to cover a lot of this thing, a lot of pairs. We'll try to cover maybe up to 5 pairs in one this thing like that. So and mine is good. Maybe sometimes BTC. So I would like people to provide the other pair that we can analyze, where we do all these structures, map out the zones, refine them from uh, higher time frame to 15 minutes, and then paint the scenario we should be expecting, and then see how it plays out. So if there is no more questions, I think we should end the class. The preview. The review here, and then if I'm able, we'll be able to do, because tomorrow I'm going to be very busy. Something I really need to do. So I don't think I'm going to have chance to look at the chat at all tomorrow, except maybe in the evening when I'm back and all that. So, but if by chance that the opportunity is available, we take a look at maybe we start from scratch and make analysis. And analyze maybe one or two pairs in the morning also. So whatever happens. So for those that want to be, those that are going to be in my new class, this is just for you to understand and know what we'll be facing. We need to get the point. So go and watch that video. You see the way I started from the beginning. And again, you're still going to witness how we're going to be doing it. And for newbies, don't worry. All these are things you understand, because for you who are starting from candlestick chart pattern, how to look at the formation and look at how to understand them on the chart. So that is for the beginning. That's what we're going to start. So by the time we are done, you should be dealing with things like this. All right. So barring any other question, please do have a great night's rest. Here in Nigeria, in Nigeria, this is almost 12 midnight Nigerian time. So, and let's call it a day here. Until next time. So have a great night. Of course, you can. Somebody is asking, can we rewatch this live session? Yes, you can rewatch it, but it's going to be on the right platform, because that place automatically they will just save it. But when you talk about the TikTok, no, what they do is that they just show highlights. But I'm going to find out if there's a way to record it, because I've seen people on TikTok that kind of I see video after live. Is it on? No, it's mostly on the red platform. I normally see it. TikTok video. Yes, TikTok video, live stream on the red platform. So I don't know. I don't know much. I don't have much knowledge about TikTok, how you operate like that. So I can't tell. So, but I am sure of the red platform. The video, immediately as we end this live now, they'll process it and post it there straight. But it's going to be on live session. So for those that are already in our Telegram group, you can follow other videos that we have on Telegram group there to go to this thing. You can as well just subscribe there too, so that whenever there is a video will be. And again, there's one good thing about the red platform. Do you know that even if the video is looking tiny, the candlestick is looking, that you can zoom it while you are watching it. Zoom it to any extent you want. Unlike TikTok, you don't. I have tried it. It's not zooming. So the right platform, you can zoom it, even if you didn't even zoom it at all. That is, it's tiny, tiny, too tiny. When you zoom it, everything you see it, the thing will just zoom like that. So that's what I discover. So you can as well do that too when you are watching. Just for, are you still here or you are gone? I'm just trying to see some people that I'm familiar with their name. All right, so you guys, so let's it be till tomorrow. Have a great night rest. Me too. Make I go sleep because I'll be having a very busy day tomorrow too. With that. So, Martins, thank you. Thank you so much. You've been doing a great job. That. So, good night. Good night, everyone.